Hey, it's Ken. I'm going to do a video here about knives. I like knives. I'm somewhat of a collector of a certain style of knife. And I know some people don't, they say they don't want to carry a knife on their kit. And I fully understand that. It's not a big deal. But for me, I've always had some type of knife on my kit. And I continue to do that. Plus, you know, I like knives. So knives, in reality, or in some cases, they are a secondary weapon, sometimes a tertiary weapon. But hopefully, you never get to the point that you have to use it as a weapon. But the reason I'm making this video is I've been showing you some knives on my gear, and I want to make this knife video because we have a new player in the game, and I wanted to show it off to you. The first one I showed you was the Gerber Prodigy. Now here's the sheath. You know, it's pretty basic. The plastic insert. This is a rubberized over casing, and then you had the Gerber knife. Right? It's a clip point. It's a great knife. Right? It really is. It's a good knife. Right now you can buy these for $31 on Walmart. Just your basic standard pushcraft / utility knife, right? Next from Gerber came the strong arm. Now this is the upgrade to the Prodigy. The big upgrade here was the shape of the handle and the sheath itself. This is some type of plastic like Codex. I don't know exactly what it is. And the main thing here is with this sheath, this can be removed, and then you have a clip here on the back. You see this clip can come off, so you can attach it straight to your MOLLE, or you can carry it scout carry. So this is the big improvement right here, okay? But it's the same blade, about 4.8 inches, maybe 3/16 of an inch thick. Right, it's got the little window breaker there on the back, or the striker, whatever you want to call it. But pretty much, it's the same thing, and the shape of the handle changed. All right, it's a good knife. This knife will cost you about $100. Okay, now what's the difference between the Prodigy and the strong arm? I think that I can't prove this. This is just what I think. That you can buy the Prodigy for $31 off of Walmart.com because that's the old style. They're just trying to get rid of stock. The Gerber Strong Arm, $100. This is the new style, right? So, two great knives for a pretty decent price, okay? The next knife I showed you was this one. This is the Spartan Harzy Fighter. Now, I don't know if you watched any of my gear videos, but I think this is the 21st century upgrade to the K-bar, because this is actually it's a Spartan Blades knife, but it was made in coordination with K-bar. So I believe this is the 21st century upgrade to the K-bar fighting knife. Now, on this sheath, just a pretty standard, basic Codex sheath, right? It's got all these tie-down points, all these screw points where you can mount other accessories there if you want. But I think the interesting thing about this sheath is the back is 80% Velcro. And what that does, it allows you to take this on and off your belt without actually removing your belt. Now, once again, here's the blade. Very nice. Looks somewhat like a K-bar, the old traditional K-bar. Just upgraded. G10 handles. Very nice. All right. Now this one, the MSRP on this one is $230. You can find it on sale cheaper than that. Now the next knife, the new player in the game is the Mongoose. This is what the Mongoose looks like. It's a nice sheath. This attachment can come off, and you can buy attachments, whatever attachment you like, and put it on there. So you can buy a molly attachment or an attachment to do scout carry, whatever you want to do. No rattling, right? It's a very nice sheath. And here's the blade. Now this is made by Shield Knife and Tool. Now look at this striker back here. You have one, and it's pretty significant, but unlike a lot of other knives, this is rounded off. Right? It doesn't bother you. Okay? Then you have the finger choil. Here's where you do your bushcrafting back here on the back half. And then what I found interesting here is look at this underbelly. Let me turn the knife so you can see. Look at this. That's very nice. You can make, if you have to make cutting motions, this increases the lethality or the damage, or however you want to put it, of the cut. Something else I want you to notice, unlike the knives I've showed you before, the point of this knife is in line with the handle, which is a very good thing. If you need a fighting knife, that's something you want to see. And unlike these knives, you're not getting that. The sheath, the handle, very well made. I don't know, what is that shape? Right? Looks like a Coke bottle. Has a nice palm swell. And one thing I find interesting about this handle is it doesn't matter how you hold the knife, what position you have the knife in, doesn't matter. It's very comfortable. It's very comfortable, doesn't get in the way. It's not obtrusive, which is a great thing. Now, this is the type of handle I'm used to, right? And this is different, but it's different in a good way. I like it a lot. Now, I know, so let me tell you the story before I go on to anything else. This knife was designed by PJ at Viking Preparedness, and it's called the Mongoose. So the reason it's called the Mongoose is because PJ, or Pastor Joe Fox, is a retired Special Forces operator, and one of the nicknames for Special Forces operators is snake eaters, and the Mongoose is a snake eater. So he designed this. He decided to call it a snake eater, and you can see right there, right below the hilt, is the symbol. Okay, and this knife is made by Shield Knife and Tool. Very nice. It's a very nice design. I really like it. Now, this handle, like I said, it's a little bit different for me, but it's not bad different. It's good different. It fits your hand very well. Now, for some people, this is great, because if you have to have it as a weapon, then this underbelly right here that's fantastic. And the point being in line, that's also great. But I'm not the knife fighting I'm interested in is large knife fighting. And large knife fighting is more like fencing, right? The background is in fencing. It's not in martial arts, right? So when I'm talking about large knife fighting, I'm talking about something like this. This is a CX. Now, I'm Irish, but I'm only Irish because my family lived there for a couple hundred years. I'm Norman. Norman, as in 1066 Norman. So this, the CX, is something that my forefathers would have carried every day. This large blade as self-defense and a camp tool, and then the smaller knife for like kitchen duties and eating. In a large knife fighting like this, if either you have something like this or a traditional Bowie knife, there's something called a snap cut. So when you're holding your knife, you relax your ring and your pinky finger, and the snap cut is actually a snap. Now, if you're going for an extremity like an arm, you snap and draw. Okay? So regardless of whether or not you get cut very deeply or if any at all, these knives are so heavy, just the fact that you've been struck with the knife, either on the forehead, on the forearm, in the hand, just the fact that you've been struck with this knife causes a lot of pain. And if you get struck in the head, you're disoriented because this is a heavy blade, right? So that's large knife fighting. Now, some of these other knives I've shown you, I would not try that technique, except for maybe this one. Now, I might try it, right? I mean, it's a Bowie, although it is a small Bowie. However, with this knife, look at that underbelly. So if you were to use a snap cut, right? Relax your ring and your pinky, snap your wrist, or snap and draw, that underbelly's nice. It really is. I like it. So here's the new player, new name in the game. Okay, it's time for an interruption. If you know me, you watch my videos. If I forget to say something, I'm going to interrupt the video because I'm not reshooting it. But anyway, check out this CX right here. A blacksmith made it for me, right? Check it out. That profile is called the broken back. Now I want to show you something. Now, isn't that interesting? So Pastor Joe is telling us all about this new knife design and how and when he designed it. But I'm looking at the blade profile. And pretty soon all I'm hearing is wah, 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 wah. And I'm thinking, did he do that on purpose? Does he realize that? Looks like a broken back to me. Now I got to get one. Pastor Joe Fox is the devil. So I always have a Gerber strong arm in the car with me wherever I go, but not anymore. And I'm going to have the Mongoose. So here's the new player, new name in the game. Now here's the deal. Right now, and if I didn't tell you the price, this one's $275 right now. But in my opinion, it's worth every penny, okay? But right now, they're kind of hard to get. Shield Knife and Tools making them. They're making them in limited runs. And what PJ is doing, first he offered it to members of his Patreon, which I am a member of. And then he'll announce it on YouTube, and then we'll see how it goes, right? But Shield Knife and Tool, I like it. It's very nice. It's a good design, Pastor Joe. Very nice. And if I were you, I'd just contact him. Say, hey, I want one. If you want one, just go straight to him and say, hey, I want a Mongoose. Just let them know. They're good guys. They'll help you out. All right. New knife in town. I like it. It's worth it. Hope you'll have a blessed day. We'll see you next time.